If the whiskey tasters could move themselves as quickly as possible into the sanctuary, we can let the festivities begin. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. 𝗪𝗓𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 welcome to our night here. We're going to, I don't know if all the whiskey people are back. They're all up. They're all up. Well, why don't we just sort of pay homage to the whiskey drinkers? Maybe we should do that. Johnny, you wanna let's pay a little homage to these people.
When Dad told me I could do this, I didn't know I'd go second, so that's a little unfair. So I've been very busy the past few weeks, haven't been able to drum as much, so I asked Dad if I could do this, and he said, you only can if you drum as well. So, this is, I saw, if you know who 𝙍𝙞𝙫𝙚 is, he's an Irish singer, pretty famous guy. I saw him do it, so if you want to imagine me about 6 inches taller with better hair, playing guitar in a much better voice, it'll kind of sound like him. All right, for the whiskey drinkers, everybody. Hit me there. Come, guess me this riddle. What beats pipe and fiddle? What's hotter than mustard and milder than cream? What best wets your whistle? What's clearer than crystal? What's sweeter than honey and stronger than steam? What can make the dumb talk? What will make the lame walk? What's the elixir of life and philosopher's stone? And what helped Mr. Brunel to dig the Thames Tunnel? Sure wasn't it whiskey from old Inishowen? So stick to the crater, the best thing in nature, for sink in your sorrows and rise in your joys. And Lord, I'd oft wonder if lightning and thunder was made from the plunder of whiskey, me boys. Thank you.
All right, so you know that this night is not just for us singing. It's going to involve you, and we're going to get you going right away. While the whiskey's still coursing in your veins, we're going to get you singing. So we're going to get right to it here. We're gonna run through this is what you got to join along. You got to sing. So you can't get off lightly here. So we're going to start with this is one you all should know. Let's run through that. Let's run through the chorus here, just to get you singing along, okay? Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the Wait. That was terrible. First of all, let's all sing together, okay? And then sing loudly and sing like you mean it. All right, let's try that again. Her eyes, they shone like a diamond. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Well, I went out strolling one evening, not meaning to go very far, when I met with a ficklesome damsel. She was plying her trade in the bar. When a watch she stole from a customer, well, she slipped it right into me hand. And the law came and put me in prison. Bad luck to the black velvet band. Okay, everybody, here we go. Her eyes, they shone like diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Next morning before judge and jury, for a trial I had to appear. And the judge, he says, me young fellow, the case against you is quite clear. And 7 long years is your sentence. You're going to Van Diemen's Land, far away from your friends and relations, to follow the black velvet band. One more time, here we go. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. So come on, all ye jolly young fellows, and have you take warning from me. And whenever you're out on the liquor, me lads, beware of those pretty colleens, for they'll fill you with whiskey and brandy till you are not able to stand. And the very next thing that you'll know, me lads, you'll wind up in Van Diemen's Land. Everybody, her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land.
And she was.
And her hair over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. One more time. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Not bad. Not bad at all for a warm-up, anyway. So let me tell you a little bit about this night that we're doing. It started, we did one like this in 2019, and it all started, really, with just this observation. The boys in the back of the choir, when a lot of our hymns from our hymn book, Voices United and More Voices, have their origin, the melody is really from ancient Celtic melodies that have become folk songs, and then somebody got wise and wrote some lyrics to it. You know, and so one of the ones that caught our ear, which every time I heard it, I couldn't sing the right lyrics to it. I would sing the actual lyrics. But it was from Voices United, or from More Voices, number 79. And it went like this. Spirit, open my heart to the joy and pain of living. As you love, may I love in receiving and in giving. Spirit, open my heart. That was just the first one that sort of got us started, and then I think a few weeks later we sang for More Voices, "My Soul Cries Out," which is a very recognizable melody. Dance to. Couldn't you?
Near Bumberstown in the county down one morning last July, down a Bowring Green came a sweet Colleen and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet in her to bare feet, to the sheen of her brown hair. Just a coax and length of the shake myself to make sure I was standing there. From Bantry Bay to Derry, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I seen like a sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. As she on was ready to shake me head, I gave her the feeling rare. And says I to a passerby, who's your mama done the brown hair? He smiled at me with pride, says he is the jewel of all Ireland's crown. You're rode him again from the back to the ban and the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay to Derry, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid has seen like a sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. She'd a soft brown eye and look so sly and a smile like a rose in June. And you held this note from her auburn throat as she lifted lamenting tunes. At the pattern and that she'd be in a trance as she chipped to a trigger a reel. And her eyes she'd loan and she'd lift your soul and your heart she would likely steal. From Bantry Bay to there.
Well, we just decided we had to do this song. And so our ensemble kind of ran with it. We found a great version by Van Morrison and the Chieftains, and featuring Randy Nelson on Celtic banjo. Away We'll Go. In the county down one morning last July, a boring queen gave a tweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing nupture I shook myself for to see I was really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay and the Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. I scratched my head and I looked with a feeling red. And I says I to a passer-by who's the maid with the mud brown hair. He smiled at me and he says, see, that's a gem of old Ireland's crown. Young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's a star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay and the Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. Harvest she'll be surely there, and I'll dress in my Sunday clothes. Put my shoes shone bright on my hat cocked right for a smile from me nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, and my plough is rust-coloured brown. I'm smiling bright by my own far side since the start of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the fair Colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. For the lovely dancing. So we decided that we would put together a night. This was in 2019, and we put together a night with all of these. We picked out a few hymns, and we did the solos for them, and it was so popular that, and we actually put it on St. Patrick's Day. And then a year later, we were going to do it all over again because of the great popular demand, and so we had it scheduled for March 16th, 2020. So here we are, 3 years late. But anyway, we're so happy to be here and happy you're all here. So one of the things we did in the first hours, we did mostly Irish songs, but in fact in our hymn books there's lots of Celtic melodies that aren't just Irish, there's Scottish, and then there's my favorite ones, which are Welsh, which is my heritage, my mum's side of the family anyway. And my mum actually hated St. Patrick's Day. She used to say, why do those Irish get so much publicity when St. David's Day is 2 weeks before? Anyway, this is a beautiful hymn to a lovely Welsh melody. And you can sing along the words up there on the screen. It's called Let All Things Now Living, Voices United 242.
Let all
So that melody is from the beautiful melody, the Ash Grove. And so I first gave these lyrics to Joanne Little, who's going to sing them, and she said, "Oh my God, these are so depressing," because it's all about, you know, everybody's dead. And but I thought, well, that's Welsh. I mean, that's the Welsh attitude. But anyway, I found some lyrics that are only slightly less depressing. But we'll let Joanne tell the story and flute with Cheryl Bohe.
The ash grove, how graceful, how plainly 'tis speaking, the wind through it playing as language for me. Whenever the light through its branches is breaking, a host of kind faces is gazing on me. The friends of my childhood again are before me. Each step makes a memory as freely I roam. With soft whispers laden, its leaves rust all o'er me. The ash grove, alone is my home. Down yonder green valley where streamlets meander, when twilight is fading, I pensively rove, or at the bright noontide in solitude wander, amid the dark shades of the lonely ash grove. 'Twas there while the blackbird was cheerfully singing, I first met my dear one, the joy of my heart. Around us for gladness the bluebells were ringing. Ah, then little thought I how soon we should part. Still glows the bright sunshine o'er valley and mountain. Still warbles the blackbird its note from the tree. Still trembles the moonbeam on streamlet and fountain. But what are these beauties of nature to me? With sorrow, deep sorrow, my bosom is laden. All day I go mourning in search of my love. He echoes, oh tell me, where is my dear sweetheart? He sleeps 'neath the green turf down by the ash grove.
All righty. All right, let's get your voices going again. Okay, here's what you got to learn how to do. You got to learn how to do this chorus, and you have to be able to clap 4 times. So here we go. Here's the voice. You got to go And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more.
I spent all me money on whiskey and beer, but now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover, no, never. And I told the landlady me money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I can get any day. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover, no, never. Well, I brought from my pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. She said, I have whiskies and wines of the best, and the words that I told you were only in jest. But it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. You can keep all your muskies and your beer likewise too, for not another penny am I spending with you. For the money I've got, I'm taking good care, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. One more time. Here we go. It's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no
All righty then. Well, I thought if we were going to be singing, we should at least feature our wonderful Riverbend United Choir under the wonderful and enthusiastic leadership of our beloved Paula Roberts. So this is a song that is the actual melody is a traditional Scottish melody. The melody is actually called Kelvin Grove, and it's actually it's from hundreds of years ago, but it was set to a beautiful lyric, and it's sort of arranged by the Iona community in Scotland, and so it's a very familiar hymn called The Summons, and the choir will be doing a version of that.
Will you go where you don't know and
I got to tell you, when we rehearsed this just before, we got such a compliment from Paula. She after we finished, she looked at us and she said, "Wow, that was way better than I thought it was going to be." So we felt real good about ourselves. So as I said, that song is from the actual lyrics are 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗏. 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 was a garden on the outskirts of Glasgow. I imagine it's swallowed up by Glasgow now, but it's a garden where young lovers used to go and meet, and again, this is a beautiful tear-jerking song that George is going to sing.
Let us haste to Kelvin Grove, bonny lassie, oh. Through its mazes let us go, bonny lassie, oh. Where the roses in their pride deck the bonny dingle side, where the midnight fairies glide, bonny lassie. I dare not call thee mine, bonny lassie, oh, as the smile of fortune's thine, bonny lassie, oh. Yet with fortune on my side, I could stay thy father's bride, and win me for thy bride, bonny lassie. But the frowns of fortune lower, bonny lassie, on thy lover at this hour, bonny lassie, ere yon golden orb of day wake the warblers on the spray. From this land I must away, bonny lassie. Then farewell to Kelvin Grove, bonny lassie, and adieu to all I love, bonny lassie, to the river winding clear, to the fragrant scented brier, into thee of all most dear, bonny lassie. When upon a foreign shore, bonny lassie, should I fall midst battle's roar, bonny lassie, then Helen, shouldst thou hear of thy lover on his bier, to his memory shed a tear, bonny lassie.
I get everything ordered, and then halfway through, everything's gone. Anyway, like I said, it's time to sing again. It's time to sing again. Let's. This one's a little bit tougher, I gotta say. So if you look at the lyrics, so that your part is 𝙍𝙞𝙫𝙚𝙬𝙠. Can we do that? 1, 2, 3. 𝙍𝙞𝙫𝙚𝙬𝙠. Whack fall the daddy-o.
All the daddy-o.
There's whiskey in the, yeah, there's a clap in there somewhere. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's put this together. Ready? Masha, let's do the chorus here. Just get these guys going here.
From the top or just practice?
Here we go. 𝙍𝙞𝙫𝙚𝙬𝙠. Whack fall the daddy-o. Whack fall the daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jug. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's bad. Let's keep it going. As I was going over far famed Kerry Mountain, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced me rapier, saying stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver. 𝙍𝙬𝙫𝙚𝙬𝙠. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out his money and it made a pretty penny. I put it in me pocket and I took it home to Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil take the woman, for they never can be easy. 𝙍𝙬𝙫𝙚𝙬𝙠. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I went into me chamber, all for to take a slumber. I dreamt of gold and jewels, and for sure it was no wonder. But Jenny drew me charges, and she filled them up with water, then sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. 𝙍𝙬𝙫𝙚𝙬𝙠. Whack fall the daddy-o, whack fall the daddy-o, there's whiskey in in the jar. 'Twas early in the morning, before I rose to travel. Up comes a band of footmen, and likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced my pistol, for she'd stolen away me rapier. I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. Whack-Paul the daddy-o, Whack-Paul the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, 'tis me brother in the army. If I can find his station in Cork or in Killarney, and if he will go with me, we'll go roaming near Kilkenny. And I'm sure he'll treat me better than me own me sportin' Jenny. Mush-a-ring-a-ma-doo-ra-ma-da. Whack-Paul the daddy-o, Whack-Paul the daddy-o, there's whiskey in there. One more time. Ring-da-ba-doo-rum-da. Whack-Paul the daddy-o, Whack-Paul the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. This is one of my most beloved melodies, and it's a melody that I remember from my childhood, all through the night, and it was set to words in our Voices United hymn book, and it's a wonderful words, and we're going to sing the first and the third verse, because the third verse is my wife's favorite verse. So all through the night, it has, like I said, my mother was Welsh. She was actually, her family was from Wales, and their first language was Welsh, and she used to sing this to me in Welsh when I was a youngster. But it's going to be sung here by the wonderful 𝗪𝗔𝙞𝙫𝙚𝙬𝙀.
All through the night,
brings a tear to my eye. My mum would have been proud, that's for sure. Well, we're moving along here. So, the last hymn that we're going to do today is one that is instantly recognizable. And it's a melody that has its origins way, way back in time. In fact, the story is that a traveling minstrel several hundred years ago fell asleep beside a stream in Ireland. And when he woke up, some fairies were playing on his harp, and they played this tune, and he remembered it, and he started to play it, and we've been listening to it ever since. So the lyrics were written for Voices United, 586. We shall go out with hope of resurrection. So that song sort of made the tune made it was actually given the name Londonderry Air, which I always thought was kind of pretty close to Londonderry Air, which is not the bottom of London, but it's from Londonderry, and air is a melody. But anyway, numerous lyrics were written for it, and eventually a lyricist who was actually a solicitor in London who was writing lyrics he got the melody. Now there's apparently his sister-in-law, who was living in America, had known the melody because she'd heard it from Irish railway workers who were singing it, and so she sent it to. She knew her brother-in-law had written the lyric, and she sent him the melody and said, "I think this melody would be good for this lyric," and he made a few tweaks for it, and sure enough, everything fit. And there was still some controversy because other people had written lyrics to this melody, and they were kind of upset that Frederick whether he had done this. But anyway, the lyric stuck. He gave it to we couldn't remember her name, and I can't remember her name now. A famous singer during World War I, and became a favorite. And one of the things that makes it a favorite is the sort of ambiguity of the lyric, because it's not clear who's singing. I mean, it's clear it's being sung to Danny, boy, but it's not clear who the singer is. Is it a parent or a grandparent saying goodbye? Is it a lover? Is it a wife, a spouse? It's very ambivalent, and it's I think it adds to the mystery of the song. And so we're going to have it sung today by a male voice and a female voice.
the summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
But when you come and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me, and I shall hear, though soft you tread above me, and all my grief will warmer, sweeter be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me.
Oh. These songs are meant to get you, aren't they? Yeah. So we started off with the hymn, Spirit Open My Heart. And we're going to finish with the melody and the song that is derived from. And it's a song you all have to sing along to. It's a beautiful song called Wild Mountain Time. People have to look after me. Anyway, that's nice. Thank you. All right. Forgot to change the key on the magic piano there. Okay. That would have been a little low for me, but that's okay. Here we go. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather, you go, lassie, go. And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will place all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love she were gone, I would sure to find another where the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? The summertime is coming. Summertime is coming. The trees are sweetly blooming. Sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Well, that just about brings us to the end of our time here. We thank you so much for coming. We thank Charles Hitchfield with his knowledge of whiskey. And special thanks to Paula Roberts, our director of our choir, and the lovely voices in the Riverbend United Church Choir. To our band, my flesh and blood on the drums and vocals, Jonathan Spanner. And the rock-steady bass of Marvin J. Severson on the bass. On guitar, on mandolin, on vocals, the debonair George Irwin. On piano, on synth accordion, on Celtic banjo, the multi-talented Randy Nelson. On vocals, the singing Schoenhardts, the mother and daughter duo of Joanne Little and Annika Schoenhardt. And with her beautiful, beautiful, melodious tones from her glorious flute, the wonderful Cheryl Bohe. And on piano, and with the voice that has melted 1,000 hearts, from Dublin to New York, the star of stage, and I don't know if screen, but anyway, the amazing, amazing Sherry Steele. Again, thanks to our dancers, Grace Tessier and Tara Melnichuk, and Grace and Sherry are going to take us home. Oh, I cannot forget, on the soundboard, making us sound so much better than we actually are, Taya Romance. Thank you, Taya.
then gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they'd wish me one more day to stay. But since it fell into my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass and drink the health whate'er befall, then gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you all.
Well, thank you all again, and I hope you'll all be staying for dessert afterwards, and hope you had a good time. Thanks.